Poland's railways have a lot of tough competition, with many operators competing to provide the best possible service. And today, there's a brand new train company on the scene. This is Leo Express, a Spanish-Czech private operator running from Warsaw to Kraków and Prague. I'll be taking a special ride in the exclusive premium class on what could be Poland's most luxurious train, and highlighting the cheapest economy class seats along the way. This is going to be an excellent journey, so join me as I check out this brand new service. Hello and welcome to Warszawa Wschodnia. Today I'm going to be travelling on board Poland's newest train company, Leo Express, down to Kraków. I'm travelling in premium class for this journey, which looks like it might be the most luxurious train experience here in Poland. Let's go! Warszawa Wschodnia, or Warsaw East in English, is one of 3 major stations here in the Polish capital, served by long-distance trains. Opening in 1866 as a terminus for the route from Terespol, the station has of course seen multiple reconstructions over the years, with another rebuild due to start soon, to cope with ever-growing passenger numbers. Of course, there's not so many early on a Sunday morning. As well as trains, the station is also well connected by Warsaw's public transport, with numerous bus and tram lines running around the east of the city. Heading inside, we're met with a spacious yet clearly dated concourse. There's a small convenience store here and a takeaway cafe, while a small food court area to the left contains a few other options. Though sadly, the supermarket was undergoing renovation. There's also a ticket office here, though this does not sell tickets for Leo Express. There are already a lot of operators here at Warsaw West. The station sees many commuter and regional trains from 3 different operators, providing extensive coverage to the capital suburbs and the Greater Masovian Voivodeship the city sits in. But the station is also a long-distance hub and terminus, with the state operator PKP Intercity running the majority of trains to all corners of Poland. There are also many international routes from here, with this station being the start point for the iconic Berlin-Warsaw Express. You can also see the high-speed Pendolino, the flagship train in Poland. The private Czech operator RegioJet competes on various routes, including the Warsaw-Prague route and Warsaw-Kraków route I'll be trying today. And here's the new kid on the block, Leo Express. So the first inbound working of the Leo Express has finally made it to Warsaw today on the 1st of March. It's looking absolutely fantastic in its shiny black livery, but let's see what the onboard experience is like too. Leo Express operates a fleet of just 5 Stadler FLIRT units, making them quite a small operator. However, their premium class is nothing to look down on, as we will soon see. Despite this small fleet size, Leo Express manages to run up to 14 long-distance services per day, with extremely tight turnarounds and overnight running. The company is majority owned by Renfe, the Spanish national operator best known for their high-speed trains. As this was the first ever Leo Express service from Warsaw, there was a small party and inauguration ceremony. This was train number LE414, the 0721 service to Prague. And with that, it's time to get on board. Premium class is located in car 1, here at the front of the train. This is an exclusive area, consisting of just 6 reclining seats. And I'll sit here in seat 6. Today's route sees us heading along the CMK Express route from Warsaw, calling at the 2 smaller stations along the way before heading non-stop to Kraków via Zawiercie. Journey time is 2 hours 53 minutes, covering 346 kilometres. We depart 3 minutes late at 0724, thus beginning the first ever journey of Leo Express from Warsaw. The first part of the route sees us snaking through Warsaw, heading towards the capital's other 2 major stations to pick up more passengers. The first of these is Warszawa Centralna, that's Warsaw Central, one of just a small handful of underground stations here in Poland. And this is shortly followed by Warszawa Wschodnia, or Warsaw West. As we depart, let's get to what you're no doubt most looking forward to: the incredible reclining armchairs here in premium class. As you can probably tell, these are some extremely comfortable seats. They have so much padding, being more like a royal throne than some train seat. And the seat also features adjustable back support, though more on that a little later. Up here there's a branded leather head cushion, the cream shade complementing the dark brown colour scheme. These seats feature fixed armrests, which were wide and well padded. One of these features a fold-out table, acting as a work surface, or somewhere to put my upcoming meal. As for legroom, these seats are extremely generous. There is so much space here, I don't think I've even seen a train with more legroom than this. Most of the seat's features are controlled with this panel, here on one of the armrests. One of these is the individual reading light, positioned just next to the headrest. You can also control the electronic recline feature, and this really is massive. There's also adjustable back support, though this was almost impossible to showcase. You can just about see it in this sped up clip. We're passing Jaktorów, the point where our train begins to head south along the CMK route. I've talked a lot about this route in the past, so I'll keep it brief. This line is the most important in Poland, connecting Warsaw with Kraków and Katowice. It features a lot of straight track, allowing for long stints of fast running. However, unlike competitors on the route, the Leo Express trains can only run at 160 km an hour. After all, these Stadler FLIRT units are usually used around the world for short-distance commuter services. An hour into our journey, we arrive at the first station. This is Opoczno Południe. This station actually opened in the 1970s, but didn't receive a passenger service until 2006. We are back up to speed, and I'm beginning to get pretty thirsty. Leo Express offers an extensive complimentary service for its passengers in premium class. Leo Express is a strange train company, and they're not afraid to try new ideas. And that's no bad thing. Think of them as the Virgin Atlantic of the train world, doing things a little bit differently to everyone else. And you can find some interesting products to try on their menu. Premium class passengers receive a 2-course meal and unlimited drinks, of which 2 can be alcoholic. There's even a merch store.
Well, today's journey is a very special ride. It's Leo Express's first ever train from Warsaw to Krakow, and I think that calls for a very special drink too. Leo and Secco is Leo Express's own Prosecco.
There's also an amenity kit in premium class, useful for overnight journeys. This is presented in a paper bag, minimizing waste. Included is a light blanket, an eye mask and earplugs, and an inflatable neck pillow. These overnight journeys can last over 9 hours, so the question is, would you want to spend a night here? I'd definitely be interested in trying it out, so let me know in the comments what you think. This amenity kit also includes a dental kit of toothpaste and a toothbrush. And by the way, you can also turn off the lights in the premium class area, leaving just the orange mood lighting. My main meal will have to wait though, as we're now pulling into our next stop, Warsaw Północ. Like Opoczne Południe, this is another remote station, with a large car park to encourage commuters to drive to the station before taking the fast train to Warsaw. Leo Express has 4 classes of travel on this 5-carriage train. This is business class, somewhat more conventional seating in a 2+1 layout. This class is marketed as being good for working, and with these large comfy seats with decent seatback tables, I have to agree with that. Both premium and business also get access to a selection of newspapers and magazines. And this is Economy Plus, which looks very similar to business class, also being in a 2+1 layout with the same type of seats. In fact, I can't really see a difference. Business and Economy Plus receive a snack and drink, with business getting a slightly more substantial selection. Lastly, there's Economy Class, home to the cheapest fares. There's no service included here, but you still get a comfortable reclining seat. At the time of travel, there was even a free manga book for each economy class passenger. Remember when I said that Leo Express are not afraid to try new things. As we pass the major junction of Zawiercie, it's time for lunch. Each passenger in premium class can choose a snack or main and a soup or dessert. There's a good selection here, with the menu even featuring some Polish classics. I went for this, the fried camembert with grenade potatoes and tartar sauce. And this was delicious, especially as it's a microwave meal. For dessert, I took a slice of strawberry and rhubarb pie, with a bottle of orange juice. We're now in the Jaworzno-Szczakowa area, on the Katowice to Kraków main line. This is a major freight yard, and you can even catch a glimpse of obsolete Soviet locomotives, withdrawn from service due to difficulties in acquiring spare parts. These trains are also equipped with free Wi-Fi, and this was easy to connect to, and offered some great connection speeds too. There are 3 toilets on the train, of course being modern vacuum toilets, and these were in good condition. There was a soap dispenser, and the water was working fine, though sadly the hand dryer was broken. Back at my seat, there is a single European-style power socket, located next to the seat cushion. As each row gets its own large window, there are also individual sunblinds. Like on most Stadler trains though, these still let through a lot of light. You may have noticed by now that there are no overhead luggage racks in premium class. Instead, all luggage must go here, in a dedicated luggage stack by the doors, with additional room behind seats. There's also a small area for coats and shoes. This results in a more spacious compartment, with no overhead space occupied by luggage. And overall, I really did like the interior design, using dark wood patterns and reserved neutral colours to make a really smart interior that feels luxurious. But I feel the condition of this interior lets the experience down, with multiple clear signs of wear and tear that you just don't expect from such a product. Not to mention the dirty windows, which were another disappointment. Now let's talk about how much this trip cost. I booked my premium class ticket for 226 Polish zloty. This is very expensive by Polish standards, but reasonable value considering the high comfort and onboard service. And eventually, our train slows down, making its way into the main station here in Poland's second city. We arrive into Kraków Główny on time at 10:14. Overall, this was a really great journey with Leo Express. They have a lot of quirky ideas, and with that have made something very special, with incredible comfort and friendly onboard service. Of course, Leo Express's owner, Renfe, is known for its own high-speed trains, connecting key Spanish cities with its luxurious interiors at 300 kilometers an hour. And you can learn all about my incredible experience by clicking up here now.